A good day to you out there. The world all over is filled with so much sin, so much pressure to sin. There's greed, there's treachery, there's corruption all over. And the devil is just not at rest because he's making every attempt to push us to fall. The pressures are so wild, so intriguing that it is so easy for us to be lured into it. In Daniel chapter 3, we are told that King Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had created a huge golden image and expected that everybody within his province was going to bow down to it. So he had called the province leaders, he had called the governors, the satraps, the judges, the treasurers, govern everyone to come down and bow down to this particular golden image. Now, these Jews who had also come into slavery, who were supposed to know Yahweh, also were forced to bow down to this golden image. A trumpet was blown and everybody did bow down to the image. But then a report was brought to the king. At verse 12 of Daniel chapter 3, it says that, "But there are some Jews whom you have set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who pay no attention to you, your majesty. They neither serve you nor your gods, nor worship the image of gold you have set up." See, these guys were put in authority by Nebuchadnezzar. They were Jews, they were not Babylonians. So it would have been easier for them to have danced to the tune of the king so that they would maintain their position. They would have maintained the prestige and the opportunities they had. But I said, these particular Jews decided not to bow down. They said, damn the consequences. We don't care what it is going to cost us. All that we know is that we worship Yahweh and will not defile ourselves. So like Daniel has said in Daniel chapter 1 verse 8, he purposed in his heart not to defile himself with any food of the king's table. No matter how appealing it was looking, the decision was that we will not defile ourselves. So there were certain Jews who decided that whatever the consequences will be, they will not bow down to that God that had been created. They will not lose their integrity. They will not lose the virtue of being Jews who worship Yahweh. So that at verse 16 of the same chapter, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king when he called them. He said, "King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. We don't care. You can throw us into the furnace. Whether our God will come to our aid or not, we don't care." Today, can we say that there are certain teachers, there are certain lawyers, there are certain judges, there are certain doctors, nurses, seamstresses, masons, tailors, butchers, traders, market women and men, sellers, there are certain politicians, there are certain Christians, certain husbands, certain wives, certain students who will not defile themselves, who would hold their integrity when everybody would bow to the corruption of the world, where everybody will bow down to greed, everybody will bow down to treachery, will bow down to indecency. For us, those certain Jews, those certain Christians, those certain traders, those certain workers in the government institutions, in the private institutions, will not be corrupted. We don't care what the consequences would be. We will not dance to the tune of the king to be defiled. Can we say that? There were certain Jews who decided not to be defiled. Would there be certain Christians today who will not be defiled? Stay blessed.